Guys, you can probably hear it, I'm a little sick, so I'm gonna go to bed real quick. But I still didn't want to miss out this episode of the Gear of the Week, so let's get it on. Yeah, there's a new update for the Line 6 Podgo, the 2.0 firmware. And guess who recently sold his one to get an quarter change? Damn right, but to be honest, I was thinking that there will be coming out a new line of Podgos instead of just a firmware update. I heard rumors about that. So what's new in the latest update of the Podgo and the Podgo Wireless? The update introduces an entirely new speaker cabinet engine of 27 new cabinets and 6 new bass caps with a choice of 12 microphones, and you can change the angle, position and distance of the mics in relation to the caps. You can even drag mics around in space for easier and more exact placement when using the Pod Edit 2.0 application. In addition, there are 5 new guitar amps, including the Grammatical GSG and the Line 6 Elmsley, a new bass amp and 7 new effects coming up on top. All effects and the new features apply to the Podgo as well as to the Podgo Wireless. In my opinion, the step of this update was more than necessary. There's a bunch of models out there, and nearly all of them have this possibility to switch around microphones and reposition them. Please, let's not talk about if this makes sense or if it's realistic. And to be completely honest, I think the Podgo makes only sense if you buy it in the wireless version. There is a lot of models out there that sound better than the Podgo. The only selling argument why you should buy a Podgo instead of anything else is the built-in wireless system. Whenever KMA is bringing out a new pedal, I got this childhood memories, like when a new Power Ranger action figure coming out and your mom didn't allow you to buy this. Guess what? I'm a grown up now, I guess. And I'm gonna buy this freaking pedal. Why? I'll show you. This little pedal is based and refined on an improved version of the Maea pedal, offering an analog upper octave effect, what is described as ultra fast tracking. The pedal features controls for filter, timbre on full-size knobs, along with dry and Oct Plus mini knobs. It looks pretty simple to dial in and could be so much fun to use it on high. The filter control is a funny little feller. Turned anti-clockwise, you can achieve unhinged shrieking sounds. Turned clockwise, the amp shapes to a warm, blooming, synth-like textured sound. Timbre sets the gain from slightly grungy and percussive tones to crushingly saturated doom hammers. Dry blends the clean and the affected signal, and Oct Plus adds more of the octave effect. The Mandrake is a true bypass circuit design and uses silent relay-based soft switching. It has top-mounted jacks and powers from 9 volt with 30 milliamperes. Love it. Simple, cool, innovative and affordable. 169 euros. Decide for yourself. I know nobody that loves PRS amps more than Karsten Stepanovic. Hi Karsten! And now they're bringing out the new MT100, Mark Tremonti 100. According to PRS, the development took them nearly 5 years. 4 years to find out where the buzzing comes from and 1 year of building it, right? But first things first, it contains 3 channels. Each channel consists of its own circuit with special preamp tubes. The clean channel, like the MT15, remains clear and natural. The lead channel, also like the MT15, delivers rich and heavy sounds with a massive bass response that is never muddled. Finally, the additional overdrive channel is modeled after one of Tremonti's most favorite amps, of course, the Dumble. Who doesn't love the Dumble? Other design features of this amp include an effects loop and a 3-button foot switch for switching around the channels. And that's it! No dip switches, no DSPs, no extra additional stuff built into the amp. 3 channels, an effects loop and the foot switch. Bada boom, bada bang, that's freaking it. Now play. And if now the buzzing is gone, we can have fun with this amp. Talking about simplicity, this pedal isn't. It's obviously a reverb pedal with 12 reverb types and plenty of useful features. With one control you switch between the reverbs, the other 6 influence the sound of the reverb. You can store 5 manual presets and the density control controls, I think, the wetness of the effect, but I didn't really find that out. There are also mini TRS jacks that allow the pedal to integrate into more complex systems or other pedals in the 200 series range. Plus the use of MIDI controllers or the Boss ES8, ES5 effect switchers. The 12 reverb types include the new obverb algorithm, plus favorites like shimmer and slow verb, along with staples of room, hall and plate. Honestly, if you want an all-in-one solution for your reverb problem, then there is still no way around the Big Sky from Strymon. But if you have some of the 200 series pedals from Boss, if you're a Boss nerd, or if you have like an ES58 switcher to control your pedals, this could be your solution. Let's compare this pedal to the Big Sky when it comes to price. Big Sky's 498, the RB200 is 299. I'm not gonna say that this is a bad pedal, but what I heard from the algorithms and from the sounds, I like the Strymon better and would save some more money to invest in the Strymon. When you think of the sound of a Marshall amplifier, the first associations I have is Slash's name or Jimi Hendrix's as players who defines the tone of the brand. Nonetheless, Slash has now signed an endorsement deal with American company Magnatone Amps. Does that now mean that he's leaving Marshall? Well, not exactly. But it seems a little suspicious that Slash now decides to cooperate with another company than Marshall, while Marshall would have built any amp for him. Or wouldn't they? There have been huge changes in recent times, with the company now partly owned by Sound Industries. Marshall was always a family-run company that prided itself on listening to their artists. Has that changed now? To clear up misconceptions that might arise, although Magnatone and I have been working together to create a new amp, I still maintain my long relationship with Marshall and look forward to continued collaboration with their incredible team. Slash says, further on he says, I used the Magnatone 50W M80 in the studio earlier this year and I was blown away how it sounded. Since then I've been working with Magnatone on a 100-watt version of the M80 and I absolutely love what they have come up with. It's killer. I mean, that's kind of understandable. Nobody plays the same amp brand in the studio the whole time. And if he's that excited, I kind of understand if he wants to cooperate with them. So I'm excited and I'm curious on what they're bringing out together. Alright, because I have this Maybach Little Wing Arch Top Dirty Honey cutaway something at my house right now, I was thinking, why not doing a riff with this wonderful guitar to let you hear how it sounds like. But if you want more input about this guitar, you should visit Maybach's TikTok page because there I did a lot of videos with this guitar. What we're going to do today is riff that is kind of in the range of this guitar. Old school, fuzzy, Rival Sons it is. It's not too complicated, but it has its challenges. First off, we're not starting on the 1, we are starting on the 1 and. So we're starting with an upstroke on the 9th fret with the first finger on the G string. Going to the 11th fret of the D string with a downstroke. Back to the 9th of the G string. And then to the 11th of the G string with a downstroke. When I learn riffs, I'm gonna do that in slices, in parts. If I finished one part, I try to memorize it as good as I can and try to bring that feeling into my fingers that someone can wake me up like 3 in the morning and I still can play that riff. And this is the first part. 1. If you got that in your fingers, let's go on to the next part. It's like simple pentatonic going down the scale. 9, 11, 9, 12, 9. Let's start from the beginning. Now we're starting with a pinky on the 12th fret of the A string and go to the 9th fret of the D string and then to the 11th of the D string. That's the third part. First part, second part, third part, fourth part is. So you play with the third finger on the 11th fret. From the 9th to the 11th, back to the 9th. Jump up with a finger on the A string. Once again. Try to stay as close as you can with your fingers to the frets so that you don't have like this way to go to the fretboard and then you save yourself a lot of time and a lot of pressure to jump between the notes. So first part. Oh, I made that wrong. Start with the upstroke. Then second part. Third part. Fourth part. And now you have to skip the strings down to the B string, play the 10 B string, and then the 11 of the G string. And then all the parts, one after the other. And if you practice every part very slowly, very concentrated, and then try to glue them together, you will be much more successful than trying to play the whole thing through. So guys, this was the gear of the week number 19? 18? I don't know. Maybe we have a celebration week next week. Leave me a comment under the video how you liked the video, and I would be so grateful for a subscription. So please hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you on the next Gear of the Week's episode here on Tony's Guitar Hangout.